Made in Hollywood.
The action drama Beast, starring Daniel McPherson, is made in Hollywood.
Russell elevates every scene, every moment, and every set he walks on. I've worked with him now as a director, as a co-star.
Made in Hollywood.
Also on today's show, the romantic drama A Love Like This, starring Hayes MacArthur.
It's been really exciting to see the way filmmakers have received it. You know, we made this little movie, and it's kind of hit big with them.
Plus, Una Chaplin and Stephen Lang star in the sci-fi adventure Avatar: Fire and Ash. The Shakespearean drama Hamlet features Riz Ahmed. And from James Cameron, the nature documentary series Secrets of the Bees. This week on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
In the action drama Beast, starring Daniel McPherson, a retired MMA champion living a quiet life is pulled back into the cage for one final fight when his brother's life is put in danger.
Why do we train so hard?
So I can breathe,
Why do you need to breathe?
so I can think.
Why?
If I can breathe, I can think. If I can think, I can win.
I was given the original script for Beast by David Frigerio. Russell and I, it was our second film together, and David was like, you guys work really well together. I've got this great fight movie. It's a father and son dynamic.
That's the way, boy. Come on. You're one of the greatest MMA middleweights of all time.
I started training in 2022. And as the movie gods, only as they can, movies on, movies off, finances in, finances out. But I never stopped training, and I ended up, thankfully, training for 3.5 years to really, by the time that the film finally got going, I was in a stage in my life, and a stage physically, and in a stage of the level of martial arts that I'd learnt during that time, that I was able to attack a role like Patton.
Come out of retirement. Fight the world champion. Or else we burn down your world.
20-something years of triathlon. I raced at a high level. I raced world championship level. When it came to martial arts, I had to start from the very beginning.
I took a fight.
When's the last time you trained?
It's been a while.
It's got no engine, no urgency. You like wasting my time.
I went specifically to a boxing coach, specifically to a jiu-jitsu coach, and to a Muay Thai coach. And I learnt those separately, particularly trying to get technically proficient and understanding of each of the cultures. And then I put them together into MMA, learning that that was a completely different sport all of its own.
There's two people that know who are going to win this fight. There's you, and there's me.
I never stopped working, and I worked extraordinarily hard in every aspect, because you have to act opposite Russell Crowe, then you have to fight opposite Bren Foster. He pushed me as hard in the fight sequences and the intensity of the fight sequences as Russell pushed me in the acting and dramatic sequences.
If I can breathe! If I can breathe! It's always the nastiest. I can think! I can think!
Russell elevates every scene, every moment, and every set he walks on. I've worked with him now as a director, as a co-star, and then the roles were a little bit reversed in this, where he was there, you know, going toe-to-toe with me, but supporting me into the lead in Beast. He's taught me about the art of cinema. He's taught me about really being grounded in cinematic stillness in a scene. And I got to watch what Russell Crowe, Oscar winner, does in a close-up, as opposed to what Daniel McPherson circa 2021 was doing in a close-up. And that was one of the greatest cinematic lessons that I've ever had.
And I can win!
Hayes MacArthur stars in the romantic drama A Love Like This, where a couple's retreat turns into a confrontation of the secrets and lies that threaten to tear them apart.
You need anything else, dude?
No, all set.
All right, you got it. It's $22.75.
Actually, hold up. How much for that boombox?
Oh, yeah, that's not for sale, bro.
What if I told you my life depended on it?
When they first sent me the script, I was really kind of shook. I was very emotional. I related to Leah in certain ways that had happened in my life, and it scared me too.
This can't be good.
I just knew that if we could get the right person, this could be a really cool experience.
No way.
I too, it was funny to hear Em say that she was scared. I was terrified too of stepping into this, because when I looked at the circumstances around how these two characters were getting together and what was unfolding over this weekend, I didn't know how it would play out and how to make that accessible and likable to an audience, really.
Is Daddy there? Can you get him for me?
Going into that house in Malibu and seeing that there was already this organism, like this filmmaking organism in place, I mean, everybody just showing up, it was like, it was on right away.
We've been having this affair for years now. You talking to me?
So bad.
I mean, this place that we were shooting in Malibu, it's the third character of the movie. And the fact that we got to be there every day. I mean, Hayes got to live there. When we were wrapped, Hayes stayed in the house.
I lived in the house downstairs with Mike Manaseri, who was a producer on the film. And I would wake up in the morning, go upstairs, shoot. The crew would all leave, and Mike and I would clean the house, cook each other dinner, talk about the day, and then go back down to bed and wake up the next morning and shoot.
When I'm with my wife, the only thing I can think about is the next time I'm gonna see Leah.
I guess we're always chasing the first love.
As you get older, a lot of life is drama too. And I haven't had a place to put that really in any of my work. So it was a great experience to be able to use that stuff. But I think it was just the people that you were doing it with that can bring out the best of it.
Just know that I love you more than anything.
There have been so many times in the past 2 years where I was like, if I could snap my fingers, oh God, I would go back there. Like, bring me back to those 2 weeks in Malibu.
It's been really exciting to see the way filmmakers have received it. You know, we made this little movie and it's kind of hit big with them because they look at it from an execution standpoint and how things are made.
Coming up, the sci-fi adventure Avatar: Fire and Ash, featuring Una Chaplin and Stephen Lang, and Riz Ahmed stars in Shakespeare's Hamlet. To find out where to watch any movie, check out Moviefone.com. Find it, watch it.
The way that he is pushing the boundaries of cinema and technology and storytelling, but also so simple and rooted in the very essential questions of the human condition.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
Now available on your home screen. Una Chaplin and Stephen Lang star in the sci-fi adventure Avatar: Fire and Ash as a family in the world of Pandora faces a new threat from a fierce and warlike clan determined to destroy everything they hold dear.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine.
Joining the franchise was, I mean, it still is kind of like I'm pinching myself. It's a very strange thing to feel like it was kind of like a dream I didn't even know I had, and it came true. Not just be a part of the franchise, but also to have really felt like welcomed in by a family, you know, like this one. You know, that are a part of it. So it's really special.
This is the only pure thing in this world. The fire came from the mountain, burnt our forest.
I kind of connected with her anger pretty quickly, because at the time I was pretty angry about the state of the world, and I could connect with the visceral like injustice of why is this happening. Weirdly, through playing her, I learned to come to a greater place of peace within myself, because I don't want to be like Farangs.
She was written as a phenomenal character. Then Una Chaplin came on the scene, and man, she just, the moment she came sashaying out of that yurt, leading with her hips and in total control of everything. We knew we had found our Varong, and that she would be somebody that the audience would never forget.
How do you still live? What if every human being on Earth could live here without a mask? Then the Na'vi people will be gone.
My respect and affection for Jim are boundless. Of course, I have gratitude because he gave me the role, but it goes well beyond that to me. I just have an appreciation for him as really a visionary.
Scrape, get set, crank.
He really is the Leonardo of our age, and by that I mean not just an artistic visionary, but an engineer, an inventor.
An explorer.
An explorer.
It's just a masterclass every single day.
I come over, then I fake this way.
In a word, inspiring. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant creative force, and he's also brilliant when it comes to technology and just the nuts and bolts of filmmaking, what is possible today and where he believes he can push it tomorrow.
You want to spread your fire across the world. You need me.
Really, to truly work with genius is very, very humbling and inspiring. He's the person that reminds me the most as well of my grandfather, of Charlie Chaplin. The way that he is pushing the boundaries of cinema and technology and storytelling, but also so simple and rooted in the very essential questions of the human condition. So he's remarkable.
Has no dominion here.
Shakespeare's most enduring tragedy is boldly reimagined in modern-day London in Shakespeare's classic drama Hamlet, as Riz Ahmed stars as a man consumed by rage and revenge.
My good Hamlet, we grieved your sickly father while he lived.
Let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne.
Yeah, I've wanted to play this since I was 17, and I was in English class feeling like this is some stuffy, boring museum artifact, Shakespeare, it's not for me. Had an amazing English teacher who put it in front of me and made me realize, wow, this is pretty close to how I'm feeling.
Who goes there?
Central feeling, I would say, for Hamlet is the world going crazy or have I lost my mind? And I think that's how we're all feeling. That's how I was feeling then, it's how I'm feeling now. I think, dare say, it's how most of the world feels now.
I saw him, Ophelia. Oh, my lord. My father.
The challenge and the gift of taking on something like Hamlet, a role like this, is it's been done so many times, right? And I think, the challenge is what is specific and personal about your interpretation?
My uncle is the cause of all this. There is a villain dwelling in our home here.
I think it's a couple of things. Firstly, a lot of the stories are actually drawn from myths that are not British, that are ancient. The first words you hear in our Hamlet are words from the Bhagavad Gita, which is the foundational Hindu myth. And that's because that story is very, very similar to the story of Hamlet. It predates Hamlet by thousands of years. This idea of do you choose family loyalty or doing the right thing, that's a timeless theme.
Woe is me to have seen what I have seen, to see what I have seen.
Our interpretation of to be or not to be is that it's not about should I kill myself or not, which is how it's usually performed, right? It's actually about a much more urgent, confronting question. The question is, should we fight back against injustice, even if it means we might die?
All that lives must die.
To find out where to watch any movie, check out Moviephone.com. Find it, watch it. Up next, the nature documentary series Secrets of the Bees from director James Cameron.
It's about not interfering with their behavior, making it seem natural for them, but still getting the camera in a manner that's reasonably predictable.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
Now available on your home screen. Secrets of the Bees, the nature documentary series from director James Cameron, uses groundbreaking filming technology to reveal the hidden world of one of the planet's most vital and complex creatures.
Do you hear that? It's the sound of one of the most important animals on the planet.
Well, our camera team is very experienced with macro photography and have been doing it for, decades. And the camera technology itself wasn't really the leap forward. It was really how do we configure the hive environment around, and various other environments like tunnels and things that were done with the solo bees. But how do we get it? How do we get into their world?
Bees are so much more than just honey makers. They learn.
She's gonna show us what we've taught her.
There it goes. Keep pushing.
It's about not interfering with their behavior, making it seem natural for them, but still getting the camera in a manner that's reasonably predictable. The bee will, or the animal will do that behavior right in front of the lens.
They dance.
That is a waggle.
They provide. It's just this massive living structure.
So the way that these kinds of things often work is that when you're conducting science, sometimes you just don't have the time and space to be patient. And a lot of the most incredible discoveries come from patience. What Jim was just talking about being able to get those cameras into that space, you can't just leave the camera there forever. The bees will cover it in propolis and wax and you'll never be able to see anything. But you've got to get it in there and wait and watch and really spend the time looking at what they're doing and hope for the best. But it's in these spaces where you have the resources and the team that comes along with working with National Geographic, where you can really do this incredible stuff, because we're working with people who do all of this for a living, who are the best, the top of their field at doing this sort of stuff.
And we couldn't live without them.
You go in with a rough script, and you go in with experienced people who have done this type of macro photography and out in the field and so on. It's basically a sort of a wish list or a hope list. If you get the right people on the team, you're going to get the results that you want, or you're going to get the kind of mind-blowing footage that you want.
Step into a world of wonder.
But when you do discover something new, then the script changes, right? And the edit will change. So the story is continuing to reveal itself to us as we go along.
And never filmed before.
Stay tuned, there's more coming up on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching Made in Hollywood, powered by MoviePhone. For more behind-the-screen content, check out MoviePhone.com.